So, welcome to another annual press conference for the highly anticipated Queen's Jordanstown CU rugby match. Joining us today we have John Condy, Colin Hamilton, and of course the famous, legendary Paul Mawhinney. Arms in attendance as well. So to start us, Colin, would you just give us your thoughts on last year's match and how it went for you?
Well, you know, last year's match was tough, we can't deny it. But we've got to look at the positives. We've got to look at the effort that was put in by our players. But, you know, there's obviously hard feelings about some issues that definitely went on within the Queen's team. Some definite match fixing scandals and some regulation issues. There's been a rumour going around that one player, Simon Clark, was actually over the regulation weight limit. So that's a very serious claim that we can't let go unnoticed. And I know Paul's felt some of those issues on the pitch. So, yeah.
I think so. You know, I don't think there's anyone who would question that there was an issue with players last year. You know, and I think it is just sad that I've reclaimed CU would stoop to that level of playing players who don't go to that season. And I think it is an injustice. Like you're right in saying,
injustice is a good word.
It's injustice. And I think that we have a point to prove in this match.
Yeah.
And I think that point is that good will triumph over evil every time. And I think that's what we're going to. I think that's what we're going to play for.
Well, thank you very much. Speaking of evil, we understand there's been a change in management with Clive Lindsay stepping down and yourself, Colin J. Hamilton, taking his place.
Well, you know, Clive tried hard, but if we look at the results just didn't show that. I'm coming from an unbeaten record in my management career, using my experience lately, my work with the Ulster Rugby team, bringing that in to work with this team this year to really enhance it to the best that we can. So I think, you know, it's a new era, a new start, but the goal is and we intend to do that.
So John, we understand there's been some new signings for the club. Would you care to go into some detail, expand on them?
Yes, in our endeavour to win, we've got some great new signings in. We've got Jamie the Daffodil in. We couldn't fit Pansy in his name, but you know, Jamie the Daffodil would have to do. And we've also got Jordan the Wagon Wheel McIlrath in. Both these boys will be great wrecking balls. Great wrecking balls.
We've actually just heard some news today as well. Mark Lockyer Holmes has been declared fit for the key match. And he's a key figure in the cardiology industry, and we can only hope that he can bring some of this experience into the rugby match.
Very good. Speaking of issues of the heart and maybe heartburn, we understand John Graham has had some anger management issues on and off the press, and indeed off and on off the pitch as well.
Well, you know, I think it was very evident last year in last year's match. Some late tackles in there on Paul Mawhinney here as we have. There was a definite dump tackle in there at one point. Again, just reckless, no thought for life, and we can only hope that he's been working on these things, and that this will not happen again this year, because we will not stand for it.
I think it shows the quality of and the standard that exists within the Queen's rugby team. I think that's the level of it.
If that's what they have to stoop to win the game, you know, that says everything about the team, really, doesn't it?
Will you be employing any certain tactical changes to try and combat these different manoeuvres employed by Queens?
Without a doubt, you know, we're not really used to playing against little girls or mama's boys. So you know, there's kind of the joke going around that there's the reason that they're called Queens. You know, but and again, we've been approached by some parents offering bribes for the match. Like, it's just laughable, really, to think that we would accept such bribes. But yeah, we're going to have to change our tactics and come in stronger. And you know, our guys are at the peak of their game and the peak of their fitness.
To keep at the peak of your fitness, do you employ any special nutritional diet or regime into your plan?
Funny you should ask that. Just like to thank the Tandoori House in Glengormley for their kind sponsorship of the team. The guys have been working hard every day eating the 350 specials down there. Some finest kebabs in the country. And we've really seen some serious gains, particularly by Jordan the Wagon Wheel McElrath. Just in that midriff, by just absolute wrecking ball, as has been said, and a real key player for us as he steps in and full back for the big game.
Speaking of your key players, would you care to expand on some of the main roles you're hoping to rely on in this match? For example, Mark the Groin Beggs.
Well, unfortunately, there's been some sad news today of Mark the Groin Beggs with some injury niggles, obviously to the groin as his name indicates. He's currently doubtful, but knowing from his previous games, we have no doubt that he will work to be in the best shape that he can for the game. But Mark's a key player for the team, a real leader within the team, and uses all his knowledge and skill that he's learned over the years to urge this side to victory. Yeah, a team isn't without its injuries and its issues, of which we have some.
Are there any other injury issues you could expand on for us? We understand quite a few of your star players are laid off with some more embarrassing injuries and knocks. Well,
injuries or sabotage, that's the real question that happened today. It's sad. We have
how do you feel then?
We have one of our key players, our props. Sorry, I apologise.
This must be a very emotional time for you, dealing with this tragic circumstance.
One of our key players, our key player is Jason. One of our key players, Jason the Tractor Smith, went out to, as his name suggests,
a tractor?
He went to get into the tractor this morning, Connor, and it was obvious that the steps in the tractor had been greased. Jason slipped off the tractor.
Slipped or pushed?
That's unknown. But Jason slipped off the tractor, and definitely there was some knee injuries that took place. So you know, that's never happened to Jason before. Jason knows his tractor inside and out. He's never slipped on those steps before. So for him to walk out this morning on the week of possibly the biggest game of his life, and slip on those steps, coincidence? I think no. So yeah, but it's lucky that we have some quality replacements on the sidelines. Maybe possibly known from last year's interview, Alan the Time Bomb Ford. Ticking time bomb, just ready to explode at any time. So I could really be expecting to see him explode onto the pitch in an explosive nature, like the time bomb, as his name suggests. So all in all, I think we're in good shape for the game. The guys are in good shape and well hydrated, and are up for the match. Some serious work has been put in the behind the scenes. Some serious work has been put in, and the guys have been vicious shrugs, attacking sit-ups, and the whole lot. They've been doing them all. and it's a real credit to the Jordanstown team. So we're looking forward to this year's match, and we're looking forward to laying this smack down.
Well, we're very glad to hear that you're up for the fight, and our thoughts and prayers do go out to Jason the Tractor Smith at this time, and we hope that all the Jordanstown horses and all the Jordanstown men will help to put Humpty back together again. Well, that seems to be all the questions from the press, so our thanks to you, John Condy, Colin J. Hamilton, and Paul the Legendary Arms Mawhinney.
Thanks, Connor.
Thank you for your time.
They say we're leaving home, but we're going to what home was always supposed to be. So let us understand the situation. We are going into battle against a tough and determined enemy. I can't promise you that I'll bring you all home alive, but this I swear before you and before Paul Mawhinney, that when we go into battle, I will be the first to set foot on the field. And I will be the last to step off, and I will leave no man behind.
Just come there.